I'm Lin Jingjing from Hong Kong U. Recently, I have been flooded with a lot of information regarding to the positive way that technology can influence our process of teaching and learning, right? But now I'm considering about the negative ways that it may influence our process of it. So can you give some examples, potential examples of its potential influence in this process? Thank you.
Oh yes, I can give you many more examples of negative things than positive things. Just like I can give you many more examples of negative things you can do with printing paper than positive things. I mean, you go into a public library and most of the books you don't want to read. I think actually the worst cases are, here's just an example, is the programmed learning people who are still doing what they were doing 25, 30 years ago. And I can't stand it when you walk into a classroom and everybody has earphones on and they're working at an individual screen. And I just think, and the teachers, at best the teacher's wandering around, but sometimes the teacher is encouraged to sit at the front and mark her books or his books. Now you can make these up yourself. You don't. I mean, in principle, there is no way that the technology will make bad pedagogy into good pedagogy. But there is a way in which good pedagogy can seed the basis, drop seeds into the basis of good technology, which can then enhance the pedagogy. So don't be surprised that there are bad examples, but that you shouldn't be depressed by that. It's bound to be true. Technology enhanced learning is in schools is 30 years old, in universities is 40 years old. Well, that's too quick to make really radical change so that we could say, on the whole, there has been a really positive change.
Do you think we needed to exactly locate the role of technology that should play in our process of teaching and learning? Because according to my view, technology kind of becoming let learners and teachers kind of become slaves, too reliable on them. And do you think we needed to do more efforts on allocating the exact role of technology there?
No, not really. I think
really?
No. I think I'm not. Well, depends what you mean by the exact role that is allocated. I don't think we can do that. I'm not sure it makes sense. Would it make sense for me to say to you, I'm going to give you the exact role that pencil and paper can play in teaching and learning? It doesn't make sense. And as the technology becomes more and more taken for granted... You see, you used to go into a classroom of the kids, kids with computers, and you used to say, oh, that's lovely, what are you doing? And the kids would say, I'm using the computer. Right? Now, if the kid was using a pen now, and you said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm using my pen. You'd send him to the head teacher, right? So I think we're beginning to get over, it doesn't make sense anymore. People aren't using computers, they're writing, or they're searching the web, or they're using Google Earth, or they're whatever it is. And I don't want to prescribe when they should and shouldn't use a computer. I do think that it's important part of pedagogy for teachers to know when the computer might be helpful and when it might not be, but that time might be different for you than it is to me, and I wouldn't like there to be a law as to who's right, you or me.
Thank you so much.